Indiana basketball took down Wright State, but it was a lot closer than I think many fans hoped for. 89-80 your final. Wright State without their leading scorer, but it didn't matter as Tanner Holden led the way, 24 points and 8 assists with 8 rebounds for them. Indiana was led by Malik Renew, Khalil Ware. Khalil Ware finished with 22 and 12. Renew finished with 16 and 8. Big day for the bigs, but a lot of concerns moving forward. What was kind of your biggest takeaway today, Tyler?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot you can kind of look at, from this game. One, I mean, Indiana, their starting unit, had a really good start. And this is the first time pretty much all season, even going back to the exhibition games, where Indiana's starting units just really kind of struggled to, get a boost of energy, really kind of set the tone. But they did that tonight. And it just felt like in the first half, the energy was way, way up, and then it just slowly fizzled out. Which is just concerning, and you can attribute that to a lot on the defensive end. Defensive struggles still remain. This team right now just does not have the ability to guard the three. Their switching is still a major concern right now. But the offensive side of the ball, especially with the half-court offense, it looked a little bit better tonight. There was cohesiveness. There was just some flow to the offense that we really haven't seen for a while. And then obviously you mentioned Khalil and Malik, the buddy ball, as they're now officially taking that name from last year. Those guys played really, really well. And then in spurts you saw Mackenzie Mbako. I thought he played rather well. He didn't finish with the greatest shooting numbers, but it was a step in the right direction. You kind of saw what exactly he could do. With that. So 4 out of 5, I think it was Indiana starters all in scoring in double digits. So quite a bit to take away from it, but obviously still a lot to go on.
Yeah, I mean, there's two kind of issues that have really stuck out with Indiana. Rebounding, which they were out-rebounded 40-37 versus a much smaller Wright State team, gave up 14 offensive rebounds. Do you think it's partly the amount of threes opponents are taking, or do you think it's Indiana has a real issue there?
I think it can be a little bit of both right now. A lot of what the rebounding is, it's just effort at the end of the day. When you look at it, obviously the bigs from Indiana, they're fighting for rebounds. They're down there, but Indiana's got to figure out a way to get their guards more involved, get Mackenzie Mbako more involved. Those guys have to be willing to, especially on the defensive end, when they see a ball go up, they have to be willing to go after that. But you also look at it, I mean, Indiana's letting a lot of three-point shots go. And that's the problem. That's going to be long rebounds and everything like that. So it's effort at the end of the day. It's very, very fixable. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Indiana should not ever lose the rebounding battle with the amount of sizes they have, on that team. So gotta get it fixed. UConn, if they don't rebound on both ends of the floor, it's going to be really, really ugly.
Yeah, Donovan Clingan is a monster on the glass. The 7-footer from UConn, he's going to be an issue. Indiana has to keep him off the boards on Sunday. But you got to wonder, like Woodson mentioned the guards. 1 rebound from Xavier Johnson, 1 rebound from Galloway. Both guys played almost 30 minutes. Woodson said he needs more from his guards. He likes what he's seen from Ware and Renew, but another issue for Indiana has been free throw shooting. They had a good performance last game against Army, but missed 12 free throws tonight. Had a chance to really put this game on ice if they were able to make the free throws, but they just couldn't do that today.
No, and like I said, that's one of the struggles that, Indiana has right now, and it's got to get fixed long term. And it's been a storyline, I would say, for the first 3 years of the Mike Woodson era. The free throw shooting has been a little bit of struggle at times. There's been games where Indiana's shot the free throws, very, very well, and then there's ones that, like tonight, they just really haven't clicked. And then obviously, that's just a mental thing at the end of the day. So, you got to take advantage of those opportunities. If Indiana can, get fouled and they can get on the line and they can make their free throws, they can keep it rather close with UConn, I think. But obviously, the key thing there is making them. So it's just mental at the end of the day. But that's just something you got to get cleaned up.
Yeah, I mean, Indiana has to play better moving forward, especially with the Empire Classic this weekend. If they don't, it might be ugly on Sunday, especially against the defending national champions.
Yeah, you really don't know. I mean, when you look at these first 3 games, Indiana just hasn't fully clicked. There hasn't been a full 40 minutes, played on the floor by the whole team. You go into this game, I think rightfully so, with concerns. UConn's played really, really well. They are the defending champs and everything, and they returned a lot of key players from last year's team. So, I mean, you don't really know what to expect with Indiana right now. It is still really early in the season, but it just comes down. Indiana's got to play with a lot of passion. They got to play with a lot of energy. Got to really, really defend, and they got to really communicate. That's just a few of the key things for Indiana to have a chance in this one. But it'll be interesting. This will be the first real test that Indiana will have this season. So it should be a very, very good test to see where Indiana's at currently.
Yeah. While it wasn't pretty, they did get the win, improved to 3-0. As always, for all things Indiana basketball, HoosierIllustrated.com is your source. We'll have everything from Sunday, Monday, and Indiana football as well.